does your light shine in the halls of Shambhala? Oh, how does your light shine in the halls of Shambhala? Ooh, ooh, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah.
Shosholosa,
Tonight I feel my gratitude for CILSA and for St. Mary's and for the living witness of the Catholic Lasallian traditions very deep in my bones. And I think that starting with music feels right. So I appreciate their presence here. As you know, tonight we celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Catholic Institute for Lasallian Social Action, known as CILSA. We celebrate the practice of deeply engaging our heads, our hearts, and our hands towards social justice, inclusion, and sustainability.
Tu corazón, tu cuerpo lo seguirá. If you walk with your heart, your body will follow. I learned to listen to where my heart is leading me. CILSA has been central to my time at St. Mary's College. Navigating college as a first-generation student, I felt lost my freshman year and struggled to find my place. However, during my sophomore year, I began getting involved with CILSA, and the rest is history. CILSA became one of my homes away from home at St. Mary's. It challenged me and encouraged me to find my voice and provided a space to build community with others. I will forever hold that in my heart.
Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Margaret Cosmatos, and I'm the Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs at St. Mary's. It's an honor to be here tonight to celebrate CILSA and all the people who contribute to the success of community engagement at St. Mary's. In 1999, faculty, administrators, and leaders at St. Mary's and the San Francisco district of the Christian Brothers came together to give birth to CILSA.
And for me to be a part of this wonderful, wonderful celebration of CILSA and everything that it has been and everything that it continues to be. Both as the president of St. Mary's College and as a theologian, I am pleased to be part of this celebration of CILSA and to have the distinct honor of introducing our distinguished scholar.
The iconic verses from Micah have provided ongoing nourishment for CILSA as generations of students have chewed on what it means to do justice, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with God. O my people, what have I done to you? Answer me. For I brought you up from the land of Egypt and redeemed you from the house of slavery. God's work of liberation, of recreation, of salvation in bringing the Israelites from death of oppression unto freedom stands as its own verification that God has been faithful to the covenant, that God does not deceive or forget. As we face the global reality of mass human displacement that only seems to increase year after year, how can we even begin to speak of justice? And first, let us distinguish between justice and loss or legality. For while loss can aid or hinder the pursuit of justice, justice in the biblical sense always exceeds any historical processes aimed at addressing the multiple wounds and death of a people. To attempt to do justice in relation to the over 70 million people forcibly displaced worldwide would require the impossible task of addressing the intricate web of abused and severed relations that have generated the conditions for these displacements. For us in the U.S., the question of justice for the hundreds of thousands of people that keep showing up at the southern border every year necessitates addressing the colonial history and ongoing neo-colonial existence of a people south of the border. and within our cities and fertile valleys, who are but consumable and disposable goods for the capitalism that is the beating heart of this country. While no one person documented and could not receive federal aid or work study, my mother earned $9,600 a year cleaning houses, so there was no way for us to pay for college. However, I needed to work if I was going to remain at St. Mary's. CILSA was a few months old at the time, and through the creative initiative of the brothers, I ended up working in this new Catholic Institute for Lasallian Social Action. I profoundly remember the first time I stepped foot into the CILSA office, what is commonly called the fishbowl. It's the only thing there was for CILSA at the time. Janet Luce and Sarah Niedhofer welcomed me, and I found an experience of home and work that would sustain me for the years to come. And so to Lucy and to Sarah, she's here, muchísimas gracias.